My name is Drew McDermid. I'm the Vice President of Sales for NeoLife Southern Africa. And tonight we are going to be talking about opportunity and talking about adapting and creating success in a changing world. And we all have something very much in common on this call tonight. We're all dealing with things and trying to figure out challenges that we have never experienced before. This is all new to us. And I've been reading a lot of articles. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts from some of the world's top economists, from the leading experts in the medical field. I've been listening to what the various governments around the world are saying, not to feed off the negativity, but just to trying to keep myself informed. And everything I listen to and read is pointing to one clear result. Nobody actually knows what is going on. Nobody understands what is about to happen. What we do know is that 150 million people around the world are about to lose their jobs. What we do know is that 1.5 billion people are going to be forced into poverty because of this coronavirus pandemic that's gone on. People are losing their salaries. There's a lot of job uncertainty. Those that have jobs don't know if they're going to have a job in a month's time. So there's a lot of uncertainty playing out in the world right now. But tonight's call is not about that. Tonight's call is about turning our back on all this uncertainty. I believe it's time that we start focusing on stories of success. We start spreading stories of belief. We need to start spreading stories of people who have stopped investing in the uncertainty of the world and started investing in themselves and their future, investing in the things that they can control. And so I just want to welcome our NeoLife family onto the call tonight. It always is fantastic to connect with you. And I just want to say that I am in awe of what you guys are doing around Africa, around the world in this time, how you guys are getting out into your communities, out into your world, connecting with people, and you truly are empowering people to better health, and you're helping people thrive in an uncertain economy. So I just want to start off by congratulating our NeoLife distributors and saying you're doing an amazing job. But I also know we have many guests on the call tonight, and you are real special people on the call. So I want to give you a special welcome, and I just want you to feel relaxed and to enjoy the time that you're going to spend with the NeoLife family over the next 30 minutes. And I'm guessing you are on tonight's call because you're looking for ways to improve your life, whether that's improving your health or improving your lifestyle, or maybe at this point you're just searching for a way to add another income stream to your life. But I just want to tell you that you are in the right place. And so firstly, I want to thank you for investing your time with us this evening. And in this call, we are going to go into a little bit on about NeoLife as a company, what we do. We're going to take a closer look at our compensation plan and how NeoLife could be the solution to the challenges you may be facing right now, or the solution to the goals that you're running towards. And I will invite, once I'm done with that, I'm going to invite a very, very special friend, Mokoena, to join us. Mokoena, he's a young engineer who started his NeoLife side hustle in very much a part-time capacity a number of years ago. And this little side hustle turned into this gigantic success. And I'm going to ask him to share his story with all of us. As a company, I'm just going to share my screen with you really quickly. As a company, NeoLife has been in business since 1958. So we are celebrating our 62 years in business this year. We are currently operating in over 50 countries around the world. And that's exciting to me because it allows me as a South African to build an international business. And as a company, we are on a mission. As a NeoLife family, we are on a mission to make this world a healthier and a happier place. We want to end this trend of chronic disease and poverty that is affecting millions of people. And as a company, we know that we can't achieve this mission on our own. So we are building a global NeoLife family, a group of people that find purpose and passion and get excited about empowering other families to great health. And in return, NeoLife empowers and financially rewards our NeoLife distributors, the people who have chosen to partner with us in this mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And tonight I'm going to look at two global trends that are affecting millions of people around the world. And these trends are driving our success as a company, but they're also playing a big role in the world's economy. And there are tremendous opportunity in these two trends for people like you and I, opportunities that we can make work for us in a changing world. And the first trend that I want to look at is what is known as the gig economy. Okay, the gig economy, we have known it as a part-time business, but it's such a big trend that is rapidly gaining traction that there's new spin-off words, and the latest thing that it's been called is called the gig economy. More people now than ever before are looking for a way to generate an income part-time from home. In fact, right now, and we've experienced this over the last 2 months, if you don't have a way to make money from home, you're putting yourself at risk. And approximately 1.5 million South Africans lost their jobs in March and April. There's a steady increase to the cost of living that we're experiencing. And in most cases, a household's income is static. It's not keeping up with this cost of living. And I think we're starting to realize that the typical 9-to-5 job is not giving us the economic freedom that we once hoped for. And I'm going to share a stat with you on screen right now. First National Bank released a stat last year in 2019. 56% of middle income consumers in South Africa spend all their monthly income in 5 days or less. Okay. And so people are just battling to make ends meet. And so people are searching for another way to generate another form of income. And we factor in the coronavirus, and we start to realize that the way that we live and the way that we do business has changed for this foreseeable future. And we need to find a way to become a part of this change if we are going to survive this new economy. And these challenges are fueling what is known as the gig economy. People are searching for a better way to live, a better way to live their life, a better way to secure their future. And right now in South Africa, 3 out of 5 people either have a part-time business or are searching for an opportunity where they can start their own part-time business. So if you're looking for change, I believe entrepreneurship is the answer. And I know the Bible says you can give a man a fish and he's going to eat for a day, or you can teach a man how to fish and he'll eat for life. And I think that summarizes entrepreneurship perfectly, is we need to get out there and we need to teach people how to generate an income that nobody can take away from them, an income that they can receive on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, and an income and an economy that they are in control of. But the challenge with entrepreneurship, it's risky. Okay, and right now you might have had your own business in the past, but right now the stats are telling us 5 out of 7 businesses will fail in the first year of starting. Right now, if you start a part-time business, on average, you're going to need 750,000 Rand to survive the first year in business. And now that takes entrepreneurship off the table for majority of people. And the number one reason for businesses failing is not running out of money. They fail because they're trying to sell a product or service that is not needed. Okay, and that brings me on to what is known as the second trend that I want to talk about, which is known as the health and wellness trend. And we are living in a world with more science, more technology, more pharmaceutical medication today than ever before. So the question we need to be asking is, why are so many people still so sick? And this factor is fueling this health and wellness trend. The health and wellness trend is not something new. It's been around for a number of years, and it's shown no signs of slowing down. People are looking for ways to look younger, feel younger, live longer, feel stronger. And I truly believe that the Lord has given us magnificent bodies that are designed to live with health, with vitality, bodies that are designed to be active. And when we feed our bodies with the right nutrition, this can happen. But the challenge is our modern day diets, our modern day food processing, and our modern day lifestyles means that our bodies are not getting the nutrients that we need to have long-term health. And this is resulting in a global trend of people who are chronically sick and tired and miserable. And this health and wellness trend is driving what is known as the vitamin or the nutrition supplement market. And right now in America, 77% of Americans take a supplement. Okay, that's quite high. Every single day, 77% of Americans over the age of 18 take a vitamin supplement. In South Africa, that number sits at 48%, which is still quite high. But over the next 2 to 3 years, we're going to see that move from 48% to 77% and beyond. So that tells me that there's a massive area of growth for our business right now. So the question I want to ask you is, if so many people are taking a supplement, why are so many people still so sick? And I believe the answer to that question is many people are taking the wrong supplement. And I believe in many cases, people are taking a supplement that isn't doing what they need it to do for them. And let's be honest, not all nutrition is created equal. There's a lot of hype, there's a lot of fads, there's a lot of synthetic nutrition supplements out in the market. There's a lot of misinformation, and the end result is confusion. And people are purchasing these nutrition supplements based on price or whatever has the best marketing, and not necessarily what is going to do the work for their body. And NeoLife has a goal to be the change in this trend, to provide families with good whole food nutrition that is beyond organic, nutrition that is based in nature and backed by science. We aim to cut through the hype, the fads, the confusion, and to become your nutrition home. So yes, people are taking nutrition supplementation, and yes, that is going to increase. And NeoLife wants to play a bigger role in that market because we believe we have a product that is far superior to anything else that is out there. So NeoLife has a proven product line. We have a proven business system that has survived for 62 years. And this will help people like you and I to succeed in a changing world. And there is so much uncertainty and fear right now, and people are looking for ways to improve their health. And so I just want to share our values with you as a company. We've got a set of values that have held us firm in our course for the last 62 years and ensured our success. And I believe it's going to be the same values that will ensure our success for the next 62 years and beyond. And that first value is absolute integrity in everything that we say and do. We expect that from our NeoLife family. We expect that from our scientists that produce our products. And we expect that from ourselves as a company. People are number one. As a company, we are always going to put people before profit. Number three, products that work. We will provide unique and superior quality products that are proven to make a positive difference. Magnificent products is at the heart of what we do. Number four, equal opportunity for all. No matter your age, your race, your background, your past experience, we will give you access to the same product line, the same compensation plan. Making entrepreneurship accessible to everybody is what truly excites us. And the fifth is long-range vision. And this long-range vision guides our decisions and our actions for our current NeoLife family, but also for future generations. And yeah, I believe my family is a prime example of that. NeoLife has been a part of my family for 46 years. I'm second generation in this NeoLife Opportunity. My three children are third generation on the NeoLife product range. And I'm building my NeoLife business, not just for me, but for my future generations to come. So I really believe in these values and hold them very close to me. So if you're on this call tonight and you are saying to yourself, yes, I need an opportunity to take my life from where it is right now to where I want it to be, I just want you to keep an open heart and an open mind to what I'm going to talk to you about right now. And I'm going to make a suggestion. I'm going to suggest that you become a NeoLife distributor, okay? And you form a business partnership with NeoLife. Now remember, you're the most important person in this equation. You don't work for NeoLife. NeoLife is what we call your business partner. And NeoLife has a role to play in this partnership. Number one, they provide you with a business starter kit. Okay, so as a NeoLife distributor, you get a business starter kit. In the starter kit, you get access to product. You get access to your marketing material. You get access to all the training material on the compensation plan, on our technology, on all of our products. As a NeoLife distributor, you get access to the NeoLife product line. NeoLife pays a team of scientists who are world leaders in their various fields of study, millions of dollars every year, to research and develop and manufacture products that are superior to any other nutritional products on the market. NeoLife imports and exports these products into all 50 countries that we operate in. They deal with the regulation requirements and the red tape. NeoLife has invested heavily in technology, so distributors like you and I can manage our business globally from our mobile phones or from your laptop. NeoLife takes care of your ordering process. NeoLife has an incredible logistics system set up in all the countries we operate in, where we can do door-to-door deliveries in majority of those countries. We have a world-class marketing team. Our marketing team takes care of all your online, your paper-based or your digital marketing requirements. And those are just to mention just a few. So NeoLife, and why I talk to you about these things is because so often people start a business and they spend the first 6 months of this business putting all these things and systems into place. These things are already in place so you can start building a business from day one. And that is NeoLife's job, and they do their job extremely well. And you also have a job to do. And we are very strong about this. Never will we say to somebody, come and join our business and you're going to create success. No, what we say to you is come and join our business and do the job, and then you will create success. We're not selling magic beans here. We are selling a real opportunity that can change your life. And so let's just talk through your job quickly. Your job is what we call the 3 daily success habits. We believe that our lives are defined by our habits. And I think a misconception is people think somebody succeeds overnight or they fail overnight. But I think it's anything but that. Our success is normally the result of a lot of positive actions over a consistent period of time that result in a positive outcome. On the same token, somebody's failure is a bunch of negative habits or negative activities that compound in failure. And these things are easy to do, but they're also very easy not to do. So let's have a look at your daily success habits. Number 1 is we want you to use the product. Number 2, we want you to share the product and the opportunity. And number 3, we want you to become the best version of yourself through personal development. So I'm just going to spend a few minutes chipping into each one of these habits and communicate to you and share with you how they build and grow your business. So the first one, using the product, is we want you to become a product of the product. Our mission is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And we are the world's leading nutrition company. A healthier and happier world doesn't start out there with all the other people. It starts with you. It starts with your spouse. It starts with your children developing to the full potential because they're using superior quality nutrition. And right now, nearly 50% of South Africans use a nutrition supplement. If you don't, I suggest you start. And instead of going and buying that product from a pharmacy or a supermarket, support your own business and buy it from your NeoLife business. We have the most magnificent home care range. And our home care range is non-caustic, it's non-toxic, it's green, it's safe for the environment. Our home care range has been green for the past 50 years. And 50 years ago, nobody cared how green we were, but now being economic or environmentally friendly has become a big thing. But it's part of who we are. And we can show you, as a family of 4, we can show you how to save 3,700 Rand per year when you switch to the NeoLife home care range. So we can teach you how to get the toxins out of your home. We can teach you how to play your part in making the world a greener and healthier place. And we can teach you how to save money on your home care. And then we have a world-class skincare range that is truly world-class. It is currently the only fully certified organic skincare range, paraben-free, vegan skincare range in South Africa right now. And it comes in at a really, really competitive price point. And so we're all using these types of products in our home already. And so what I suggest you do is, number 1, start using the product and redirect your buying habits and start supporting your own business, because we want you to become a product of the product, and we want you to feel the benefits of the products. And you'll only really build up a belief in the products when you feel good on them, when you feel what the benefits of what these products can do for you. The next thing we want you to do is we want you to share the product and the opportunity, share your product. And by sharing the product, you're going to build up a retail customer base. Okay. And so when I talk about sharing the product, very often people get the scary image of going and knocking on people's doors, trying to sell product. That is not what we're all about. We are about making a positive difference through our product range. And so we make that positive difference by helping people solve their health challenges or achieve their health goals through our products. And so if you know somebody who is lacking energy, hey, I would talk to them about our product. If you know somebody who is looking to lose weight, hey, we have the most magnificent weight management range. If you know somebody who is looking to improve their skin, hey, we have an incredible skincare range. And by talking to people and sharing your product, you're going to build up a customer base. And in this example, I'm going to talk about building a 250 point customer base. Okay, now I'm not going to spend much time on this, but every product has a point value. Because we operate in 50 countries, every country has a different currency. So we have a common denominator, which we call points, and every product has the equal point rating in each country. And so as an example, if you used, our core product is a product called Pro Vitality. And let's say you used a box of Pro Vitality a month, and you found 6 other customers who used a box of Pro Vitality, that would be the equivalent of 250 points. Okay, that's just an example. That could be cleaning products, skincare products, other nutrition products, but it's a small customer base. But we will work with you and help you to build up a customer base of 250 points. And by doing that, you will generate an income of 900 Rand. Not a lot of money, but not a whole lot of work. I recommend a new NeoLife distributor gets out and does that within the first week or 2 of starting the NeoLife journey. The next thing we're going to help you do is we're going to help you to share your opportunity. Okay? We're going to help you find 3 other people, A, B, and C, who are more than customers. A, B, and C become NeoLife distributors. They are people who are looking for an opportunity that will help them achieve more out of life. Okay, and so we're going to help them achieve their financial needs with the NeoLife Opportunity. And just like you, we're going to teach them how to use the product. We're going to teach them how to share the product and build up their 250 point customer base. So you now have a business doing 1,000 points. Okay, 250, 250, 250, 500, 750 points, 1,000 points. Okay, it's accumulated. This will give you an income of 1,700 Rand per month. Still not a lot of money, but I recommend as a new NeoLife distributor, you get out and you do this within the first month of building this business. 1,700 Rand pure profit. Take it a step further. You continue working with A, B, and C, and you teach them how to share the opportunity. And we get out there and we help them find their first 3 NeoLife distributors, and they just duplicate the system. So A, B, and C are now doing 1,000 points just like you. So look at what's happening here. You have now helped A, B, and C earn an extra 1,700 Rand a month. You've helped them start create their own economy. You continue to share the opportunity, and you find your next 3 distributors, D, E, and F, who just duplicate the system. You now have a business doing 4,000 points. A 4,000 point business is what we call a director size business. A director size business will give you an income of minimum 8,000 Rand per month. Okay. That equates to about 100,000 Rand per year. And I'm talking very conservative figures here. It's still not a whole lot of money, but this is a very much a part-time opportunity at this point. 100,000 Rand extra per month, that might be towards a child's education. That might be towards your pension. There are so many people right now that have worked for 30, 40 years of their life, and they've come up to retirement years, and what they thought they could retire on is no longer relevant in today's economy. And they need to find a way to supplement their pension. 8,000 Rand a month or 100,000 Rand a year could go towards that. Or maybe that 100,000 Rand a year could be used as a good family holiday. I don't know, you get to decide. Let's take it a step further. You work with A, B, and C, and you teach them how to become a director. Okay, so you are a director and you have 3 other directors in your organization. You step onto the world team. As a world team member, there's many perks and benefits. One of them is a yearly trip overseas. Last week, we would have 500 world team members from Africa would have been celebrating in Prague, Europe, but because of the travel ban, that has been delayed, but we have a lot of fun. And as a world team member, your income would start at 25,000 to 35,000 Rand per month. Let's take it a step further. You help D, E, and F become directors. So you now have 6 directors in your organization. You are a director, you step up onto our president's team. As a president's team member, again, there's many benefits. One of the benefits is 2 overseas trips a year to destinations such as Rome, Italy, Abu Dhabi. In October this year, COVID-19 permitting, we'll all be meeting up in Miami, Florida. But as a president's team member, you'll make yourself an additional 90 to 110,000 Rand per month. That's the starting point. Obviously, on this call tonight, we have president's team members that earn far more than that every month. But what I'm trying to communicate to you here is, here's an opportunity where you can take control of your income. And the bottom line is, you need to become a director. And if you want to increase your income, you empower other people to success and help them become directors. And as you do that, you will exponentially increase your income. And the third daily success habit is personal development. And I believe this is probably the most important. And I know everybody in this call right now is facing some sort of challenge. I don't know what your challenge is, but the challenge in front of you is your roadblock. And you need to develop yourself, whether that's to develop a new skill, develop a new mindset, a work ethic, or whatever it takes to overcome that challenge in front of you. And what happens when you overcome the challenge in front of you right now? There will be another challenge. I can guarantee that. The next challenge will probably be bigger than the one before that. And you will need to develop the skill set or develop yourself to become the person that can overcome that challenge. And when we stop growing and stop developing, that becomes our station in life. So in NeoLife, we place a big emphasis on personal development. And before I hand over to Linda, I just want to share my own personal story. You know, what I had to learn how to become more resilient. When I started up my NeoLife journey, I was extremely excited. All of a sudden, I had found a way that I could take my life from where it was to where I wanted it to be. And I went out and I got chatting to one of my greatest friends, and he hated his job just like I did. I thought this would be the perfect opportunity for him. And he said to me, no, this would never work. Because he said to me, Drew, my aunt has tried this business. It never worked for her. I just recommend you just stick. You've got a great career. I'm not interested. And I remember leaving that meeting feeling dejected, feeling despondent, feeling rejected. And as human beings, when we have those feelings, we are designed to, you know, we quit. We want to step back into our comfort zones. But the sad thing is, nothing great ever happens in your comfort zone. And I remember talking to my wife that evening and just saying to her, listen, this is what happened. And I don't know if I can do this. And we sat down and we said, okay, well, why did we start this NeoLife journey? And we went through all the reasons. And then we said, okay, will this friend educate our 3 kids one day? Will he help me get out of the investment banking industry, which I found so toxic? Will he look after us in retirement? Will he take us traveling overseas every year with our family? Will he buy me that new car that I've been talking about for years? And obviously the answers to these questions were no. And so we made a decision that evening that we would no longer put our future in the hands of other people's opinions. And sometimes if you want to move out of your neighborhood, you've got to stop taking advice from people who are not qualified to give you advice. And that's what I had to learn. That's what I had to overcome. I had to develop a resilience. And so, Linda, if you could just join me and unmute yourself and turn your video on for a second, that would be great. Welcome to the call, Linda.
Good evening.
Great to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Drew.
Now, Linda is an incredible story. He is second generation in this business. He is an engineer, and he is an absolute inspiration to myself and many others. And he's achieved magnificent success because he has gone out and he has helped many other people achieve success themselves. So Linda, thanks for taking the time out to be with us. Please share your story with us.
Well, thank you so much, Drew, for inviting me to be part of this wonderful presentation. And I'd really love to pass my appreciation for the work that you do for the NeoLife family. And I'd like to greet everyone else who is on the call. I can see here that we've got people from across the globe. Well, I will introduce myself. Linda Mokoena is the name, and I come from the city of Durban in South Africa. I'm a 3Ruby director at NeoLife, and I've been with NeoLife now for the past 23 years. In fact, I said 23 years on the 13th of May. So this is my anniversary month. As Drew has mentioned, I'm an engineer by profession. My wife, Samge, and I have got two daughters. One is 10, and then the young one is 7 years. And it's been such a pleasure being part of NeoLife. And they've actually been 23 short years. Well, when I was shown NeoLife, I decided to give NeoLife a chance for numerous reasons. But, you know, when I was thinking about this, on top of my list actually is that I was a highly ambitious individual with big dreams that I wanted to fulfill. I remember as a teenager, I would walk back from school, and every afternoon I would start talking to myself. And one thing that kept on cropping up time and again in my conversations with myself is that by the age of 30, I want to be a millionaire. Now I know money can't buy happiness, but certainly it can assist you a great deal. I knew that to achieve my dreams, I had to work very hard. And that philosophy is what has driven me for the most part of my life. So from young, I went on to study engineering, obtained 2 degrees, and as we are told that we must study hard so that we could find a good job and live a good life. And, you know, I listened to that advice and worked very hard towards that. And I remember I started working, and I had worked for about 5 years as an engineer practicing, and only to realize that seemingly I am on the wrong path. I would say I was on the wrong path because I didn't have much to show of it. I mean, if I can just name a couple of things to you, is that I drove one of the smallest cars in the parking lot at work. And even that car belonged to the bank, so it was not mine. If I had failed once to pay for the vehicle, then the owner would come and collect it. So it didn't belong to me. I shared a flat. The accommodation that I lived in, I shared with other colleagues of mine. So I was even renting that. It did not belong to me. You know, my salary ran out way before the month did. And I was kind of becoming frustrated. At times, I had to wait for payday to be able to travel home and visit my parents because I worked in a different city than where my home was. And there's nothing frustrating more than wanting to go home and see your family, but you've got financial constraints. You know, as a young person, having parents that took you on holidays every now and again as a child, and now it was frustrating when the income that I was earning limited me to be only able to be traveling within the same province, let alone international travel. And I was really becoming despondent, hopeless in achieving any of my dreams that I looked forward to. And every month, I looked forward to my next payday with great sadness because I know that it will only last for a couple of days after that. And, you know, like Drew, I'm a second generation at NeoLife. My parents brought us up with NeoLife, with resources that they got from NeoLife. And that taught me as a young adult that profits are better than a salary. Business was certainly a way to go for a better life. So when I was presented with the opportunity, like anyone else, and I must add this, that my parents, who are my sponsors in the business, never gave me better treatment than anyone else. So I wasn't invited in an opportunity meeting, pretty much like this one, except that it was not online. And I had to make a decision for myself. The decision for me was not easy, but I had to take it because I'm the one who was feeling the pain. And as the saying goes, you know, for things to change, the person who feels the pinch needs to change. And I decided that I'm going to go for it. The trouble was that I did not believe in myself. I never thought that I could make anything of the business. You know, I thought it was for my parents. Well, good for them. And let me see what I can do for myself, because I doubt that I can cut it at NeoLife. And, you know, I tried a couple of things here and there, side hustles, and I got my fingers burnt on some of them. And, you know, then I humbled myself again and went back to my parents and said, you know what, I think I'm ready to start this business, you know. Then, you know, Drew, that was the best decision that I ever took, because it totally transformed me and changed the trajectory of my family. I say this because the business or the opportunity itself gave myself a chance to become a better person through this opportunity, because I have been able to grow mentally, psychologically, spiritually, and emotionally in every way. Because as I think Ru put it in one word that sort of encompasses everything, and that word is resilience. I always think that a job, you know, I was speaking to one of my friends who runs a company and he employs about 22 people. And so I was asking him, how is it like to employ people? And he says, you know what, Linda, it's like running an adult's nursery. Because people have not grown. Business allows you, because if it's your business, then you tend to own this thing of yours. It becomes your baby, and it makes you then to develop in every way possible, because then you're not depending on someone else. It's yours. As a result, that brought about such a growth to me in such a way that whenever I address my team members, I always talk of the opportunity as a university of life, because you would never receive the kind of teachings and the growth that you get from any classroom, from any home. It's only through getting your feet wet that you grow in all these different aspects. And, you know, another thing that I like about NeoLife is that it allowed me to lead a life of impact. There is nothing better than seeing people's lives being easier to live because of you. You know, when I receive a call from one of my team members and they show great appreciation for the impact that I've had in their lives, I mean, it is better than any paycheck that you can receive. And as a family, all that we possess, Samge and I, is because of NeoLife. Has been the proceeds from NeoLife. It started with cars. You know, Samge and myself could drive any set of wheels that we wanted. I remember as soon as we got married, uh, which is 13 years this year, I then took her to a dealership of one of the German vehicles, Mercedes-Benz. And I said to her, you know what? If you are Mrs. Mokoena, you've got to drive a German car. So, and I know that I could only do that through being associated with NeoLife. And, you know, I'm not boasting, but perhaps I'm just sharing the impact that our choice of choosing NeoLife has brought to our lives. And guess what? The million rands that I spoke about when I was a teenager came to reality when I was exactly 30 years of age. I made the first million through this opportunity. There's a lot that I can count as benefits that have been brought about by NeoLife. Another one is that we have on a monthly basis made money that we could not just spend it all within a month. And that has allowed us then to become part of the 35% of South Africans who can start saving for the future. And after having done that, Samge and I started then to invest in properties, got a company that invests in properties. We started off with residential properties and decided later on that we're going to venture into commercial property space, all because we could. It's an opportunity that we were afforded by choosing wisely. Our kids go to schools, to a school actually of our choice. And what's really lovely about that is the fact that they get chauffeured to school by either myself or Samge on a daily basis to and from school. And what a pleasure to be able to do that. We have been able to travel abroad more than 20 times in these 23 years that we've been associated with NeoLife. And, you know, traveling on its own has some highlights. I mean, yes, you know, we would never have been able to travel in over 20 countries, but I will not begin to name any of them. But what I will do, what I thought I would do tonight, is share with you some highlights of our traveling. You know, starting off with 2 honeymoons. We've been able to have a honeymoon within the borders of our country, South Africa. And we also decided to have a honeymoon in Thailand. What a pleasure. And in part of another highlight of our traveling is that we were able to celebrate. I remember on one trip, we were able to celebrate New Year's 3 times in 1 year, simply because we just chose that we were going to travel and leave Thailand just after midnight. So we celebrated New Year's in Thailand, and we flew across to Hong Kong, where we landed about 10 minutes before midnight, and we celebrated in Hong Kong again. And at about 12:30, we got onto a flight and flew to South Africa, and we got to South Africa 2 hours before midnight, and we celebrated there. And I mean, we would never have thought that something like that is possible. It is only through being associated with NeoLife. And I must be honest with you and tell you that it has not been a rosy journey. Nothing worth having is easy to get. You work hard. I mean, for us, it got off to a rocky start because we thought, right, our neighbors that we are friends with, we're going to approach them. And pretty much like Drew, they gave us, they rejected me straight away. And the funny part is that I really felt that they really needed this opportunity. Instead, they told me about a whole lot of people who had failed in network marketing. The second disappointment that I got was my first check. My first check was 57 rands. You know, that was, man, less than, perhaps $1. That required a personal mindset changed to me, to change from an employee mentality to a business mentality. If you've got, it's logical, if you've got few customers, you're going to get a small income. And as your customer base grows, so will your income. You know, and I developed that through attending monthly recognition rallies and seeing what was possible, what other people were making. And I said, if they can do it, so I can do it. So let me hold on. And that's what really grounded me. So since challenges are part and parcel of business life, you need to become a dreamer, an optimistic person, a believer. It is amazing what happens when you believe. Your mind is renewed. Ideas start to flow. You become a positive and you're a positive person, and you radiate positivity wherever you go. You then attract people to you and ultimately success. For me and my wife, the 57 rands that we started off with changed. Few years down the line, it became 57,000 rands a month. And we've been able to triple that 57,000 rands in a month. But what really fueled us even more was in 2009, when we were in San Francisco and we received a 13th check of 32,000 US dollars. We went there without it, and we came back, we had that in our account. You know, that's got us so crazy. We just did everything that we could possibly do to grow the business that we had. And you know, I would really like to say, as much as one feels really sorry for people out there, because it's all doom and gloom, businesses are under strain with a lot of uncertainty. People are standing in long queues at CCMAs and Department of Labor. It's really sad. It's a sad situation to see what's going on out there. But at NeoLife, the future is tremendously bright. The products are just a necessity. People need what we have. The company delivers on their promise all the time. And we are just on an upward trend in terms of growth. And I really want to encourage you right now and say to you, it doesn't matter where you are in your life right now. Don't let your past failures hold you back. People who live in the past, in their past experiences, are the most depressed individuals. Don't let people who don't pay your bills feed you with negativity, because misery loves company. Don't even let fear stop you from starting this. If you do not believe and take the risk, you will never know what God has in store for you. And I would really like to say, if I can do it, so can you. I dare you to say yes to NeoLife tonight, and turn to the person who invited you and sign up tonight and open a world of new possibilities. And Drew, I would really like to end it here. And thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to address NeoLife family. Thank you so much.
Linda, fantastic. Thank you. That is an incredible story. And I'm just watching the comments in the chat box, and there's so many second generations saying, hey, I'm second generation. And that tells me something. You know, as a company, that NeoLife has been doing something right to be getting second, and in some cases, even third generations into this business. And I just know that we have never been better positioned to reach out and make a positive difference to other people, whether that's empowering families to better health or empowering people to secure their financial future. No matter who you are, we will give you access to the same product range, the same business system, that you can create a platform for success. And so I just want to end off tonight by asking you a few questions, which I believe we all need to be asking ourselves right now. The first question is, are you positioned to win in this new economy? If the old way isn't working, are you open-minded enough to learn something new? Are you learning new skills and new trends that are going to secure you financially? And are you fulfilled and doing something that you absolutely love? And are you willing to be coachable and motivated? And your answers to these questions should give you a good example, a good idea of where you stand at this time of change. And if a home-based business is something that's on the cards for you, I'm going to recommend you take a closer look at NeoLife. And as Linda says, get back to the person who got you onto this call, get all your questions answered, put yourself in a position to make an informed decision and do something about it, because success loves action. So God bless you all. Thank you for joining us tonight. And if you are a guest on the call, I look forward to welcoming you onto this NeoLife family and seeing your business grow and succeed together with everybody else. God bless. Good night.